just wrote Buzz because it's included in that Premier Access pack I bought, but it's fine. I don't mind riding it. It's fun enough. All right, the Wreck-It Ralph dance party, Ralph Breaks the Internet dance party's happening. It looks like there's a ton of people, though. I'm just gonna peek and see what it's all about. Oh, live singing, really? Wow. Wow.
Keep saying that you will, but I wish you would. You be let me down, come on, now what you waiting for? My head is ready to explode, so start me up and watch me go. Get you where you wanna go, you know what I mean. Gotta ride that smooth limousine. When you hold the doors, when you run all the lights, if you tell me you run, when you go outside, then we do the 60 and 3.5. Baby, you gotta please. Now shut up and drive. Shut up and drive. Cause the Maybach ain't got what I got. Kitty, don't stop. It's a show shine. If I'm powering up for a summer, I know we know where we need, so take it time. And ride. So if you feel me, let me know. Come on, now what you waiting for? My head is ready to explode, so start me up and watch me go. Get you where you wanna go, if you know what I mean. Gotta ride that smoother than a limousine. Can you handle the curve? Can you run all the ride? If you tell me you want me, no I'm not. Cause we do the 60 and 3.5. Baby, you gotta please. Now shut up and drive. Shut up and drive. Shut up and drive. Shut up and drive. Shut up and drive.
He knows more.
刚才的演出真的是太精彩了 ，That was amazing！ 让我们来看看得了多少点赞！60万！距离3D狗的目标不远了，真的是太感谢了玉米狗，看到我的饭碗可以保住了。
你别客气，朋友之间应该互相帮忙。
That's right. We should support each other. That's what we call friendship.
你们说对，不过还差一点点，该怎么办？这
Where's that sound coming from?
什么声音？这声音好像是从后台发出来的。
看来我知道是谁了。
No way! Do you mean? Yes, I think you're right. The one and only.
哦，难道你们说的是曾经在报衣上以搞笑形式走红的
哪里？
没错，就是他！各位观众，让我们欢迎无敌破坏王拉尔夫！
Everyone, Wreck-It Ralph!
嗨，拉尔夫！
Hi, Ralph!
哦，好多人啊！大家好啊！嘿，丫头，你也在这里啊？
哇，拉尔夫，你这出场方式也太炫酷了吧！
拉尔夫啊，你看，因为你的突然出现，点赞20万了！看来今天我一定可以完成目标。哎，拉尔夫，云林老婆，我有个小小的请求，可不可以请你为了我，为了现场的观众合作一场表演，帮我达成100万的点赞目标吗？可以吗？
当然没问题，我最喜欢热闹。丫头，你说呢？
那还需要问吗？就玩起来吧！
那就玩起来吧！哎，云林老婆，你干嘛呢？哦，他一定是去做准备去了。朋友们，让我们跳起来吧！
I'm so excited to watch Ralph break the dance floor. Me too.
但这里好热呀！
啊！
需要凉快一点才好玩。
哇，朋友们注意了，千万别着凉！
Please note that water will be sprayed by our dancers.
拉尔夫，
It is your show time.
Alright, that's my cue to leave. I'm still wet from this morning. Also, this song's not gonna clear YouTube. Alright, it's dark enough. I'm gonna go ride. I'm gonna talk over this song so it doesn't ruin this video. I'm gonna ride Tron. Then I bought an individual for Woody's Roundup, which is, well, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'll show you Woody's Roundup. I've never been on that at night, so we're gonna go do that. And then I still got Crystal Grotto and Zootopia. Let's see if we can pack that all in. Their pre-show video, it's hard for you to tell, but it's multi-layered, so the text and the little grid on the edges is on a screen in front of that main video that's playing behind. I don't believe ours is like that. I mean, it's been a hot minute since I've been on it in Florida, but I don't think ours is like that at all. I have really good memory. I have photographic memory. Our canopy doesn't look this good. Our lighting doesn't look this good. The reflectiveness, all of this looks very different. It hasn't been that long since I've been on the Florida one. A couple months. I probably went on it at the beginning of the year, but I'm telling you, it looks way better here. I don't know what it is, but the lighting, everything about it here, it's really glowing at night. Yeah. I mean, this Tomorrowland's good at night. During the day, it just feels so soulless. It's so white and gray, and it feels like a failing new mall during the day. Now it feels like alive and vibrant, and I like the nighttime lighting. But it really feels like it was designed to be seen at night, and like day was an afterthought. Day was like, well, it looks like what it looks like in order to do what we want later, right? Because if it's all white, then we can shoot color up on it and it'll look great. During the day, man, I do not want to be over here. I want to go see this fountain. Again, this fountain was not functional our first trip. It wasn't winter. It was the end of March, early April. It was warm enough. There's that one step is the wrong color. That one step went the wrong color. It's cool though. It's neat. Yeah, this is nice. I like this. This park is pretty at night. I'm not a big fan of it during the day, but it's very pretty at night. There's still a lot of like dead space. The transitions between lands feel unfinished. It's like there's a bunch of transition space. They just were like, you know, if we leave the expansion space in the middle, then later we can figure out transitions. Especially on the other side, that Fantasyland, Treasure Cove, Adventure Isle transition space is weird. It's just it's very confusing. A lot of crisscrossing paths, and I don't know. Oh, that's starting again. Yeah, they're doing Stitch and Angel games over here too. With Angel closed already, but similar to the Chip and Dale one earlier.
Hello， 大家好，欢迎来到暴雨舞台，我是你们今天的主持人。
What a slap in the face that it's the Pepsi stage.
I'm your host.
Ooh. Coke has sponsored like every Tomorrowland stage in the world, and Pepsi's a sponsor of Shanghai, and they're like, now we will take Tomorrowland. All the other Tomorrowlands are Coke. This one is ours. Tomorrowland. Is Pepsi okay? The answer is no, it's not. Ugh. Ugh. God, I hate Pepsi. I've had like 2 Diet Pepsis and 1 regular since I got here, and it makes me want to die. I'm being over dramatic, I know, it's a joke, but I really dislike it. It's probably good with this heat. I mean, I've had more water than those people that bring, you know, those giant jugs with them to work in the last 2 days. The nice thing is the bottled water is incredibly cheap. I think it comes out to like $1. So that's been nice. Like to come here in the summer, like I'm gonna need a lot of water. It only being $1 is, you know, you don't mind buying 8 to 10 of them a day at that price. At Walt Disney World in the summer, man, you're thirsty, forget it. So see, like even this Tomorrowland to Toy Story Land transition is funky too. And then it also transitions to Fantasyland though. That nondescript unlabeled path is Fantasyland. Sorry about that. My iCloud, you know, my Wi-Fi in Japan is terrible. And it's kind of terrible countrywide. So I haven't been able to put stuff on iCloud. So I had to clear some space. It's been a long time since I went home for Tiana. I haven't unloaded stuff onto the iCloud. So sorry about that. I cleared some space tonight. The Wi-Fi at the hotel here happens to be good, so I'm gonna as soon as I get back, I'm gonna let it attempt to offload some so I have more room for tomorrow, because I know we're gonna film a lot tomorrow too. Use both cameras. It's Hot Wheels. Rex's Racer. This is RC Racer in Paris, RC Racer in Hong Kong. There's 3 of these. I really like it. I haven't been on it here or Hong Kong because the restraint's different and I don't fit. Paris, I fit fine. It's the same exact ride from the same manufacturer. Don't try to make sense of it. It's time for Woody's Roundup. It's the very best. I do really like this. So, a lot of parks in the world have been getting the Mater's Junkyard Jamboree ride, right? That was the first one in 2012. All right, let's go ride.
You know what, partners? You'll always have a friend in us. Now, before you go,
His name was Nugget. He was a good horse, Nugget. You guys want to go in Al's Toy Barn? This is one of my favorite, if not my favorite store in the world. I'm going to show you why. I have to go out this way. So we're the size of a toy, right? So why would you have Al's Toy Barn? So it's not actually Al's Toy Barn. It's like an 80s playset. So this would be the big plastic roof piece that lifts up so you could reach in and play. When I was a kid in the 80s, there was a lot of playsets like this where they didn't really think about the playability necessarily. There's just a latch. Kind of hard to play with stuff that way, but nonetheless, a loving homage to toys of that kind here at Al's Toy Barn. I think I need to get my passport stamped here. I do. At this lovely this chicken egg incubator machine is going to give me my next passport stamp. Look at the chicken on the register. Isn't that great? I love this store. It's so cool. Oh, they have gachapon. I don't know what it's called here. Maybe it's still gachapon. I don't know. Look at this. Look at the egg, the chicken characters. The mural, this happy farming chicken family. He's over here looking at stuff. And it's just a very cute. So this fake display for vegetables. It's just very cute. Look at them. We could have had this in Toy Story Land in Florida, and we don't.
携带好的随身物品，从最近的蓝色标牌出门，尽快离场。来上车后，关好车门。 请带好随身物品，从最近的蓝色标牌出门，尽快离场。
Hello.
请将随身物品放脚下，压下面紧压杆。请将随身物品放脚下，压下面紧压杆。请将随身物品放脚下，压下面紧压杆。
一天在曼谷森林里，嘿，大头贴来了。
它永远够不着，像是蜂蜜呢。
哦，总是我。
快看！
哦，宝贝。
上一次海东妈不小心产下了一个海猴子，哦，正好我还有时间来说说我的可爱的叔
我是跳跳虎，来，我们一起跳。
跳起来太棒了！跟我来，这里。
哦，我差点跳出去了。
跟我来，这里。
差点抓人！
长得乱大纯属专偷蜂蜜，
偷蜂蜜。
长鼻坏河大臭鼠，专偷蜂蜜。
总是有事儿。
哦，我的天哪！
哦天哪！抓住！马上就来，小猪。
终于，大雨停了，大家聚在一起欢呼。
万岁！小熊维尼万岁！
好吃。
小熊维尼万岁！
Apparently at 8:30 at night, park closed at 9:30. There's no wait to enter Zootopia, so even though I have the priority pass, they just waved me in the normal way. They're like, everyone go this way. It's fine. So I think the heat, because it was super crowded today, I think the heat was so bad that people left. Also, it's fireworks time and people are really jazzed about this new fireworks show. It was good. I liked it a lot. The old show, Ignite the Dream, is one of my least favorite shows of all time. Mostly because it's also illuminations from Paris. Don't get excited. Not the Epcot illuminations. It was the illumination show from Paris, which is also, obviously they're the same thing. Both easily my least favorite nighttime show I've ever seen. Hate both of them. And it came back in Paris. People were happy about it. I'm pretty upset about it. But I'm going to not talk because I want you guys to take in Zootopia at night.
动物节日快乐！我们在此提醒您，庆典期间请注意安全，当心体型较小的市民，避免发生踩踏事故。
Attention all officers! Report to Chief Fogo immediately! Bellwether and 2 accomplices have escaped. Please be on the lookout for 3 sheep in orange jumpsuits. Oh, I need a token.
哦天哪！所有警员请注意，坏绵羊带着他的2个同伙。
快点儿，别浪费我的时间！快点进来！我最优秀的警员们都在追捕越狱犯。至于你们这些新来的，去路上开罚单吧。搞什么？
你好，夏奇阳在我这儿。没有夏奇阳就没有演唱会，也就没有和平的斗舞场。休想！
我不担心啊！尼克，主体。
亲爱的游客，请往前走，各位警员往前走，走过地上黄线。入口的警员往前走，走过地上黄线。
你他妈搞砸了，你们俩要负责。现在
入口的警员请往前走，走过地上黄线，不要长时间在原地停留。
把警品放在脚下，全体坐稳后，拉下安全压杠，出发！立刻追捕坏绵羊，救不出夏奇阳，动物城就太平不了。
Oh man, it took me 2 days to find a reseller. She's trying to sell Lena Bells in the park. Look, she's hitting people with them. Here's Storytellers, which originally was created for the California Adventure redo. But he looks out at Mickey Avenue, which I guess works. Carthay's there at least, so I guess kind of works. But there you go. What is essentially the Emporium, the Avenue M store has Carl Barks, Scrooge McDuck art behind the register. I almost kind of just bought stuff just to see this art, but also I wanted stuff. It's a Nick Wilde topiary. Floral, sorry. That's great. Well, good night from Shanghai Disneyland. One last good night, because all these people sitting here are resellers. See, they have their bags and stuff. I don't mind filming them because they're resellers, but it's all they did was try to sell you things as you left. It's amazing. I got back to the room. I just had everything thrown on this bed. I mean, like all my stuff, merchandise, receipts, popcorn buckets. Because I figured when I came back tonight, I knew I had to pack quick because I want to get to bed and get 6 hours of sleep at least, and rope drop and get in early tomorrow. The housekeeping people beautifully laid everything out, put them against the pillow. Like, this is, 5 years ago I said the hotel, like Shanghai Disney Hotel, everyone was super nice. The cast in the park, we had a real bad experience several times. This has been the opposite thus far, and I feel like the cast is way better than they were in total 5 years ago. So, and then the bucket, she's like, buckets don't go on the bed, stupid. They go over here. Actually, I think I put the buckets there. Everything else was still on this bed. But she took my bag off the floor. It's very sweet. Or he. I don't know. I'm a man and I wouldn't be capable of doing this. I'm a slob. But it's very sweet. Now, I've had several nights at Shanghai Disney Resort hotels between when we stayed last time and then a couple nights this time. This hasn't happened before. This note says, we found your cosmetics just sitting on the counter, so we put them on a nice woven fabric. My toiletry bag. He's not safe, so he has to sit on the... It's very sweet. I love that they also put a note. Like, I would have gotten it if you just left it, but it's very nice that they did a handwritten note. I like that. This has been a nightmare itinerary because... the value in having early entry is there, so I gotta be there at the bus every day around 7 a.m. And when you get back in the room and get settled and everything, and you're not really in bed till 12 or 1, it's bad. I gotta pack tonight, and of course even though I bought less than I thought I was going to, I held myself back. I still have to sort things out because I only brought one. Usually this wouldn't be a problem because I'd have a second mostly empty checked bag, but this second airline, it was astronomical to add a checked bag, so I didn't. So I have one checked bag, a hard luggage, and then a carry-on big shopping bag from here. That's what I've got. But I did buy, this is insane. I'm an idiot. I wanted to have it. So they're supposed to be, you're probably asking how it made it from the park. Oh, it thinks this is my face. Great. That's great for my self-confidence. That the camera thinks the elephant. Thanks. Appreciate it. It's also bigger than my head, so it didn't know what to do. You're probably asking how these things survived. How they survived was they're not actual popsicles. Jumbo's has ice cream. They have soft serve, which I haven't had and may not have tomorrow. But this is like straight out of the movie. But these are like things you can take home, essentially. I'm not going to take them home. Some amount of this is going to get thrown out, but this stick has got to be a couple pounds. This is a giant wood stick in this thing. And then they have the little one for the rodents. So this one I think is just a piece of milk chocolate. This is marshmallow with a chocolate coating. We're going to try them. I haven't eaten anything since the corn dogs. That was at 2 o'clock. It's now 11. Because I had so many rides to do and so much to film and everything that I just didn't eat. I know, you know, look, there's plenty of other people, my peers, that I don't, you know, I don't particularly get along with them, and I don't agree with many things they do. But I will tell you, I think all of them that are successful, the other people you probably watch, they likely work very hard and at this rate. Look, I still think I work harder. That's just because I'm insane. That's not saying I'm better than anyone. I just think I'm nuts and I don't know when to stop. But I think a lot of work goes into doing this stuff. And I think these kind of itineraries are what you don't see in many cases. And it's exhausting. So, look, I'm very, you know, I'm blessed. I enjoy my life. I wouldn't live any other life. But it's exhausting. Okay. That was not just solid chocolate. What is going on? It kind of is and kind of isn't. It's flavored though. It's strawberry. The description was so vague. Might as well finish the little one, right? Small. I'm an animal. I belong in Zootopia, where anyone could be anything. Maybe I could be a liked blogger in Zootopia. I'm joking. The other animals would hate me. This is cute, the little stick, but I'm sure there's some treat out in the real world that uses the tiny stick. This can't be real except for, like, painting your house, and it has the foam on the end. I love this protective thing. It was very thoughtful to have this big protective plastic thing on here. Oh my God. What has happened to my life? This is meant to be shared. I'm not going to eat all of this. Oh, it's super soft. So it just said chocolate covered marshmallow. It's like strawberry flavored. I didn't expect that. There's like candy pearls in here too. How do I throw this out? Do I just put 4 pounds of marshmallow in the garbage? What do you do? I don't particularly care for it. I wonder if people like this. It's strawberry marshmallow. So it's what was the other thing? Oh, we had no. What was the thing I said tasted like Nutri-Grain bar? Because this does too. This is too much Nutri-Grain bar for any human. This is so heavy. You need like a family of 4, and I think it's still going home. Look at the stick. Look at that. Do I take the stick? Is it going to get through customs? Is it a weapon? Look how heavy this is. So this was 200. I gotta know what I paid for this. But this was one of those non-negotiable things that I'm like, I have to have one. Like, I love this movie, and this is the popsicle and this were the things I had to have. This was $28. I'm surprised that many people are buying them. That's a lot of money. But I mean, you know, people probably feel the same. They're like, oh, it'll be a cute picture of the family. We'll eat some, we'll take some home. Yeah, that's a lot of money for a counter service dessert. I mean, how much do people spend at the confectionery? I'm asking this for real because I never go to the confectionery at Magic Kingdom. That's never been a thing in my life. I don't think I've ever liked anything in there, and I don't. Now, Candy Palace at Disneyland? Absolutely, but I don't even know what I spend in there. It's definitely not $28 on peanut brittle or the occasional churro toffee. There's definitely some on the rug. I'll probably end up eating a quarter of this because I'm going to feel bad. And also, I never ate. So, this is the unhealthiest meal that's ever been blogged or vlogged in Disney online community history. And I've never been more proud to be the person to hold the record. Let it be known that I am the most ridiculous human being to ever live, and no one will ever top me. Well, we have a short day in the park tomorrow, about 5 hours in the park tomorrow, before I got to come back here and grab my bags and head to the airport to get to Hong Kong. So, see you in the next episode of the vlog, and we'll see you tomorrow. And make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed me being the dumbest human being. Subscribe if you haven't for more of me making poor choices. And if you want to really support, if you want your money to go towards me buying this kind of thing, you can join the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. You can also shop with Carousel Products at carouselofproducts.com or shop.wdwnt.com. I think that second link is what we're using right now. We're in transition right now with our shop space. But see you guys later. You can remember, where anyone could be anything, including the guy who bought a $28 marshmallow and threw away $20 worth of it.